Ruskin's header, but it's Conor McAvoy that can find McMillan. Now Tiffany on the move again. Graham in the middle. Turner arriving. Still Tiffany twisting and turning. McMillan might fancy a shot here. Tiffany, flag stays down and rifles one in, but over the top of Alan McGregor's goal.
He's a little live wire, isn't he? Scott Tiffany, and he wants to be in wide areas. He wants to be 1v1 against defenders, get into the 18-yard box. And Borna Barisic was a little bit uncomfortable. He moves the ball very quickly, Tiffany. He's back to him again after Jack McMillan's shot, and once again he's prepared to try and make something happen.
Forcing Cantwell and Tillman and Cholak all to drop deep, try and provide an option for Borna Barisic. Tillman has been robbed by Turner, and that will be a Partick Thistle free kick, just 5 yards outside the box.
I have to say, initially from Malik Tillman, just a little bit loose, but just look at Kyle Turner. I've watched him over the last number of years, very similar. I watched him when he was at Dunfermline, I watched him at Thistle.
Kevin Holt a little better. It's Turner, and it's a low one that Alan McGregor claws out. Best chance of the game, it falls to Partick Thistle and Kyle Turner's effort.
Well, McGregor had the move, I've got to say. I even just thought with his run-up, I just thought he was going to go over the ball and allow Kevin Holt to go and hit it. Luckily, Alan McGregor didn't think the same. He had to move quickly. Thistle have really imposed themselves in this game.
Turner now takes the corner kick, and arriving at the back post was Holt. Again, the appeals go up from the Partick Thistle players, but they've still got an interest in this attack. They're putting up a real fight, the championship side. Graham tries to get turned, now hit. Oh, what a save from Alan McGregor.
This is Brian Graham just keeping the ball alive really well, and forced it Tiffany because McGregor won.
Well, this is going to be reviewed on the field by David Munro. That is the recommendation of Stephen Kirkland.
I know there's been lots of given over the last number of weeks, but I think this is going to be very harsh if it's a penalty, and he's given.
It is a penalty kick for Partick Thistle. Antonio Cholak penalised. I have to be honest, there's nothing he could do about it. It's Kevin Holt, the Partick Thistle captain. Holt with a bolt past Alan McGregor. Championship Partick Thistle lead the Scottish Cup holders at Ibrox Stadium, and that is the moment that those almost 3,000 Partick Thistle fans came for. There's delirium in the corner of the away end at Ibrox.
Well, the officials may not have composure, but certainly Kevin Holt has composure. It's a wonderful finish.
Bannigan. Now Raska. Here's Davies. Raska. Tavernier, low ball back to Nicola Raska. Looks to the back post for Antonio Cholak. It's exactly the start to the second half the Rangers needed. Cholak starts the rescue mission, and it's 1-1.
And it's excellent play by Raskin in the box. You know, Thistle don't get the ball away. He keeps it alive. But it's a perfect cross, he digs it out. It's the first time young McAvoy gets caught onto the ball. His shoulders are closed, he's no idea where Cholak is. And that's what you call experience. A top-class striker. He knows how to work his business in the 18-yard box. He's aware the young man's closed to shoulders, just peels off and uses his power.
Loose touch from Tillman, but he did recover it. Tillman gets around Bannigan, and the penalty is awarded. Bannigan protests his innocence, but Tillman, who's had quite an influence over proceedings in this second half.
Certainly it was the right foot of Bannigan. You see his right foot there.
Well, interestingly, Stephen, we can hear the VAR chatting to David Munro. They've just thought about a further delay, but and now the check is complete. Tavernier can take the penalty. Tavernier against Snedden. Major moment at Ibrox Stadium, and it's Snedden that saves.
I have to say it's brave from the goalkeeper to stand still. You know, James Tavernier, you look at his penalties over the years, have been all over the goal.
Roof, and Holt got tight to him. Tillman again. He did well, but he has picked up an injury in the process. Malik Tillman.
Because he's not getting the ball, Harry Millen. Ball goes away. You would probably think that would be a yellow card, but because the game can't be re-refereed, then he can't get a yellow card.
Oh, mistake from Holt. Tillman, clean through, round the goalkeeper, and can finish. And Partick Thistle are absolutely furious, but Malik Tillman has put Rangers 2-1 up. Furious scenes at Ibrox Stadium.
I think Partick Thistle were wanting to give the ball back to Rangers, so the ball was thrown into play so one of the Partick Thistle players could then knock it back to Alan McGregor, because Rangers had the ball and they knocked it out of play. You can see it there from Kevin Holt. He's not anticipating the pressure from Tillman. He's wanting to give the ball back. Sportsmanship he's thinking about, and Tillman takes it into his own hands. I think that's what Thistle are furious about. That's what Ian McCall is furious about. I think the goal will stand, but then it's what went on after. You have to say, you can see what Kevin Holt is about. You can see why he's furious, because he is wanting to give the ball back.
It's certainly an interesting formation from Partick Thistle at the kick-off here.
It looks like they're going to go for a scrum. The rugby was yesterday. There you go.
Well, here goes Tiffany. He's going to run through on Alan McGregor, unchallenged. If he can beat the Rangers goalkeeper, eventually he does. It's 2-2 at Ibrox Stadium. Scott Tiffany levels things up again. It's highly controversial. Probably the right outcome in the end.
I think justice has been served, Roy, absolutely. You know, Malik Tillman, I get he's wanting to go and win the ball back, but Kevin Holt had no idea he was coming. And I think Michael Beale, incredible sportsmanship. It's easy just to ignore that. In the spirit of the game, I think the right decision has been made.
So Tiffany finishes off. You've got to say well played to Michael Beale for allowing that.
It wasn't as well played by Alan McGregor. That's breaking his heart, having to concede another goal, believe me. And there's the shake of hands.
Borna Barisic delivers, and Rangers have got themselves in front again. It's a game that has had absolutely everything. And with 5 minutes to play, the holders do lead.
I think it looks like Jamie Sands. It looks like he's come in from behind everybody. It was actually off the shoulder of Conor McAvoy. That's where the own goal's coming from.
One more clearance will do it for Rangers. Crisis averted for the holders. A Scottish Cup tie that had the lot.